Many people flock to vegetarianism because of the health benefits. In a study done by the European Prospective Investigation into Cancer and Nutrition, it was found that on average, vegetarians had 25% lower chance of risk of death from heart disease, while 19% had lower risk of cardiac events occurring to them. This study also linked vegetarianism to a lower risk of cancer, which was mirrored by many other studies at that time. A similar study done by Harvard based on women's health showed a direct correlation to a lower red meat consumption as related to a healthier BMI, which was indicated mostly to be shown by the decrease in cholesterol levels that vegetarian women found in comparison to others. And that's shown because of the less or the decreased intake of lipids that many people have because of stopping red meat and other meats. Another reason why many people remain with the vegetarian lifestyle is because of their religion. In Asia, three of the largest religions, Jainism, Buddhism, and Hinduism, root many of their ideology in vegetarianism. So while Jainism sort of preaches for all of its followers vegetarianism, Hinduism kind of encourages its people to follow that practice, while not all Hindu people practice vegetarian lifestyles, but most of them do give up red meat to a certain extent. So while the degrees of vegetarianism do vary, it's at the at the central ideology of many of those practices, and that is largely due to the idea that vegetarianism is a means of showing compassion to the world. So Jains, for example, have a mantra that is "Live to let live," which kind of indicates that they do not harm any other animals or creatures, and they practice nonviolence in the same way that Hinduism and Buddhism do. And that is directly linked in religion with spirituality and the sort of act of being compassionate towards others so that they will also be compassionate towards you. And that's kind of where that idea of karma comes in, as well as many other of the kind of dogmas that are central to those religions. Lastly, and one of the most important facets of vegetarianism is its impact on the environment. Eating vegetarian actually decreases carbon emissions by 50% because we don't realize how much of our gas and fossil fuels are being used on taking care of livestock in a way that is healthy for us to consume as opposed to healthy for their lifestyles. It's shown that 30% of the world now is dedicated to growing and feeding livestock, which is ridiculous in that 80% of the Amazon that has been cleared out and cut down has been turned into cattle pastures and places for livestock to live, while it's shown that 70% of the grain that we grow in the United States is used to feed livestock, which is insane, realizing that there's food shortages in certain communities and the sort of effort that we're putting in to prepare animals for our consumption while just helping them live and giving them healthy environments as opposed to the terrible conditions of some of the preparation homes in which these animals are kept in is really what's more important at hand here. And so for those reasons, vegetarianism has become a movement that has grown in a great number of followers. So whether it is on the whole, whether it's for health reasons, religious reasons, or moral or ethical standards, I hope that you will think about these kind of benefits of vegetarianism and realize how they start with yourself and kind of spread to the community. So if it's only for a week or two, just try vegetarianism and see how you feel about your impact on the world and about how you feel about yourself. And thank you for listening.